She cheated because she wanted to cheat. Not because you did anything wrong per se. She took the opportunity because the opportunity was there. It's easy for a guy to blame himself when a woman cheats. Oh, it's my fault. If I would have been better. And even she'll blame you. She'll blame you. You didn't love me enough. You didn't take me on enough dates. You didn't put a ring on it like Beyonce, right? These are all just excuses. If she was faithful, she wouldn't have cheated. If her love for you was founded in anything substantial and solid, she wouldn't have cheated. She might have loved you. I'm not saying just because a woman cheats doesn't mean she doesn't love a guy. A woman can absolutely love a man and still cheat. It's just she made that decision. I'm cheating because I want some different dick. I want some better dick. I want to see what's out there. I want to play the field. This relationship is stagnant. It's boring. It's not going anywhere. It's not the same as it was. You're not the same guy you used to be. You changed. The relationship changed. Well, guess what? Things change. People change. That doesn't mean you discard them. Doesn't mean you throw them out the window. Doesn't mean you go searching for new dick, searching for something better. It means you work on the relationship. If it's not a good relationship, if it's not a loving relationship, okay, leave. But you don't cheat. Guys and girls. I'm reading this book sort of intermittently. It's called Rollo Tomasi's The Rational Male. And throughout the concept, throughout the book, there's this concept of, I wouldn't say I'm reading it, rather I'm piecing together what people are saying about it. It was recommended to me by a guy named R.S.D. Tyler. When he did a free tour in Seattle, I met him and I asked him a question. How do you counter the imbalance between women only wanting men for their finances and how do you reconcile? I use that word, reconcile. How do you reconcile the dynamic between women wanting men for status and things like that and what real love is? And he said, read a book. He didn't say anything. He just said, read a book called Rollo Tomasi's The Rational Male. So I haven't read it specifically, but I've been piecing together what other people have said about it. And the gist of this book is that as a man, you need to have goals and you need to have plans and you need to have structure. You need to have a purpose, which I've had in spades my whole life. I've been a photographer. I've been a spiritual person. I've been a writer. I've been a hip hop artist. I've been a designer, website designer. I've been a videographer. I've been a video editor. These are all things that I've done in my 20s and my 30s. And women have responded to that. They've liked my ambition. They've liked my drive. I've always been a good dresser. I'm tall. I've always been in the gym working out. Used to be excellent at basketball. Stopped playing after a while after I had some injuries. So I ain't no slouch, right? And women have responded. But I noticed the trend that they don't respond to who I am necessarily as a person, my essence, my personality, my character, my funniness per se. Usually it's what I'm attached to. This is why one of the biggest themes of my podcasts and my vlogs is this concept of men as utility, meaning men as a means to an end, right? men for the sake of something, men for their resources, men for their social status, men for their fame, right? Men for their power and position. This is what women like. They like that shit. That's what women want. Big question, what do women want? That's what women freaking want. They want a man who takes the lead. They want a man who's funny. They want a man who has ambition. They want a man who's not a loser, who's not a lazy person. Although sometimes they'll just do the complete opposite and they'll date a complete loser because he's just got some kind of mental trick over her. They like the fact that, or they're just slumming it for a while. Just how it goes sometimes, man. Strange. It's odd. So how do you reconcile that? How do you reconcile that? Well, Tyler said, read The Rational Male. From what I'm picking up about this book is that it's about a man having purpose. And when oftentimes in a relationship, the man will lose his drive, lose his purpose to some extent, and sort of cave in to the woman, sort of I think what happens, which has happened to me, is that he spends too much time with the woman. Often the woman will even want to suck up all that time, and she becomes his life. The life revolves around her. And women don't want that. What women want is for a man to take the lead, and for them to follow, the man to have purpose. And he needs to stay on that purpose. That's the point of this book, right? If he loses that purpose, then she's not going to want to follow him anymore because he's no longer a leader. She is now the focus. But that's not what it is in the quote unquote divine order, or the order of man, as you would. It's not really a divine order. It's a worldly systematic order because, we live in the world and we live within this cosmos and this sphere of something that's set up in order for us to climb the ladder and quote unquote succeed and quote unquote progress and all these things, which there's some merit in that, but that's not what we are essentially as humans. We're much more than that. We're much deeper than that. We have much more essence than that. We have love, we have long suffering, we have patience, we have God consciousness, we have God connectivity to God, we have earth connectivity, we have wholesome, organic, natural connectivity. Yet the cosmos and the systematic world would detach us from all those things and put us into this brainwashed zombie state, this spell. And there are those who are working these spells through the media, through advertising, etc. Wonderful book that I would recommend. I've been recommending a couple of my podcasts, or a wonderful presentation, I should say, rather, by Mark Passio, a guy named Mark Passio. It's called The Unholy Femme, where he gets into this. He talks about this, how there's a whole system set up for men to go after certain things, to adhere to certain behavioral constructs. And although he's in depth and he's wonderful, I don't think he goes deep enough into the essence of man, which is love and connection. I do believe love exists. I do believe connection exists. I just don't think it's what it is in the movies. It's suffering through trials. It's sticking with somebody when they're down and out, so that you can rise with them when they come up out of those down and out situations. Sometimes as men, we need down and out situations in order for us to rise at all. Sometimes we need to get dumped because we don't realize that we've lost our purpose. So I agree with Rollo Tomasi. I agree that this happens. It's true. However, she needs to tell you, if she loves you, she needs to tell you, hey, get your ass back on your purpose. I don't like this guy who's just spending all his time with me. But women don't. They don't communicate. Why? Because they're playing a game. They're playing a game. They are looking for a reason to X you out because they want that new dick. They want that new guy. Why are they like this? I don't know. Are all of them like that? I don't know. They're just passive creatures. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to communicate what they want. Very few. Some do. You'll see it occasionally, rarely. A lot of times it's with black women, ironically. Black women are very vocal and they know what they want and they tell the man what they want. This is why I'm actually kind of jealous of a lot of black men. Because black women are strong. I'm particularly not that attracted to black women. Not to be racist or not to say that I don't think they're beautiful. I've had sex with black women. I've dated black women. It's just I'm more attracted for a lifelong partner, for love. I'm more attracted to white women. And some, Asians a little bit, but they're a little too submissive, although they have better communication. Asians have better communication than white women. White women, for some reason, are just silent. They're always in their emotions. They're always quiet. They're always passive. Not to say they're submissive. They're not. And when they are open and when they are vocal and talkative, usually it's some bullshit coming out their mouth. Some trashy, bitchy shit. Spanish girls are kind of like this too, for some reason. Spanish and American girls. For some frickin' reason. Anyway. Black girls, more vocal. Asians are more submissive, but they're both black women and Asians are more communicative. They're just more assertive for some reason. White women and Spanish women are passive and bitchy for the most part. Maybe I'm generalizing, whatever. That's how I see it. She cheated because she wanted to cheat. She's passive and she's subtle because that's what she wants. She wants love, sure. And she's going to play into this game. She's an inauthentic female. This is what Mark Passio talks about. He calls them inauthentic females. They play this power game, whether if they're seeking power from some man in order to be submissive to him. That's a psychosexual, emotional malady, illness that they have. That's for unhealthy relationships. Or they're trying to dominate a beta male. Both of these characteristics are inauthentic. What's genuine? What's a genuine female? What's a genuine male? Somebody who says what they want and means what they say. Somebody who's telling the truth and living rightly. And by living rightly, I mean living in genuineness. Living in reality. Living in real, being communicative. Living in real behavior. This is what I want. This is the kind of person I am. This is what I like. I don't like you doing this. I want you to lose weight. I want you to work a little harder. I want you to be a little more ambitious. I want you to be more creative. I want you to do these things with me. I want you to spend this kind of time with me. I want you to spend time with me here, but not here. I want you to be open with me. I want you to be honest with me. These are all healthy things. They're all healthy behaviors. Communicate. You have to communicate. If a woman is not communicative with you, chances are she's very sly. She's very subtle. Why is she sly and subtle? Why? Because she's cheating. She wants to cheat. Women like sex just like you do. The difference is that they don't take it from anyone and everyone. You gotta work. You gotta be ambitious. You gotta be a resource gatherer, right? This is inauthenticity. It's not based on genuine love. It's not based on genuine faithfulness. What's it based on? What's it based on? It's based on this weird sexual sort of give and take, push and pull. In the PUA community, they talk about push and pull, which works wonderfully, by the way. Push and pull, in my opinion, is some of the best game that you can do. Push and pull. What's push and pull? Push and pull is being aloof, not texting her so much, not being needy, not coming across as needy, right? What's the opposite of you? What's the thing that you don't want to do? You don't want to be needy. What's the opposite of that? The opposite of that is being aloof, being, hard to get. Women chase, but the wrong kind of women chase. And for some reason, guys, we're attracted to this kind of woman. Why? Because she has a psychological dominance over us. What kind of psychological dominance? The kind of psychological dominance where she wants to make us chase her, and it pisses her off that she can't do that, and she's chasing us. That pisses her off. So what does she do? She uses sex to sucker you in. This is what a succubus is. And she loves the fact she doesn't love the fact, but she's in love with you based on the fact that you're aloof and you're hard to get. She loves that. That doesn't mean she's not taking dick from other people. From guys who are just hotter than you, from guys who don't have to try it nearly as hard as you. She probably is on the side. And it's so easy to cheat. You don't know about it? Just a one-time thing? Boom, boom, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Happens easily all the time. Women are notorious cheaters. So my point isn't to just say women are cheaters and women are all bad. The point is that she cheats because she doesn't love you that much. So it's not your fault, man. Now, yeah, you got to stay on purpose. That's true. I agree with Rollo Tomasi, and I agree with Mark Passio a lot of what they say. But if she's not bottom line communicative with you, if she's not real and genuine with you, you don't got a winner, man. You don't got the right one. I don't care how hot she is. Of course she's hot. That's what you pursued after. You pursued after a hot girl. And you got one because you learned some game and you figured it out and you got your dick sucked and did her doggy style and it was amazing. And it's fucking amazing. Women are amazing. It's amazing to have sex with women. But what's the end goal? If you just want to fuck them, okay, that is what it is. But if you fall in love with the girl for the long term and she's some messed up girl, you're going to get hurt, bro. You're going to get hurt. If you want love, if you want something long term, a lot of guys don't. They want to fuck around for their 20s and 30s. Oh, I'll get married when I'm 40. I'll get married when I'm 50. Maybe, okay, whatever. Everybody's got a choice. But all these uneducated guys who just don't know, who just, I'm just broken up over her because, well, okay, you got complacent and she got bored. It happens, man. They'll easily lay down with you for a year or two until you're all out of shape, none of your goals have been achieved. You're not where you're at in life. Why? Because you spent all your time with her. She became a succubus, man. That's what it is. And then they'll leave you easily because for them to get new dick is just super easy. You just hop right on the next one. Hop right down on the train. So the point is that she cheated because she wanted to. She cheated because the opportunity came up. And maybe you lost your purpose somewhat. Okay, it happens. But if she loved you, if she really cared, she wouldn't have cheated in the first place. She would have tried to help you with your life's purpose if she was genuine. But it's all about her. It's princess syndrome. Me. Mark Passio talks about it. Me. Right? It's never about the relationship. It's never about you. It's all about her. How are you pleasing her? How are you? And what does she give you in return? Sex? Okay. Well, that's amazing. And women can be amazing. Even if they're only giving out 20% effort of what they should be, it can still be amazing. That's how amazing women are. But they can also be horrible. When they dump you, it's horrible. When they break your heart, it's horrible. When they cheat, it's horrible. When they're cruel and mean, it's horrible. And they can lose their character. They can go downhill. I've seen it happen all the time. They lose their looks. Life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So guys, be wise. Be wise. Bide your time. Work hard. Work on your character. Find a purpose. Find spirituality. Find God. Find an essence. Find a bottom line. You know, that's what MGTOW is about, is finding something outside of women. Now, I'm not saying go full MGTOW, go full red pill. Well, I mean, red pill, in general is great. Learn about it. Learn about how women break that narrative that women are special and can do no wrong, because that's absolute nonsense. They can be horrible. They can ruin lives. Much horror stories out there if you go to MGTOW. And you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. So learn lessons from others. Read, listen, learn. And you're gonna have experiences. You're gonna learn through hard times. You're gonna learn through bad breakups. But just know it's not always you. Sometimes it might be you. Sometimes you might have fucked up. Sometimes you might have been a jerk. Sometimes you might have, or it might have been a little bit of both. Sometimes relationships are learning experiences for both men and women. But it's not always your fault. This is what women do. They try to make it all your fault. They try to put you down, and they don't want you to get over them. They don't want you to grow, and they don't want you to have a happy life. They're cruel like that. It's sick. But if you find maybe the right one, maybe she's out there. Yes, they're all sluts. Yes, they all fuck around. Maybe there's a good one out there, But I guarantee what she's going to do is she's going to help build you up. She's not going to be a selfish succubus. She's going to help build you up. She's going to help you in your life's purpose. She's not going to just sit back and say, oh yeah, my man's got a life purpose. Woo, 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 look at me. She's going to help you in that life purpose. She's going to say, my man needs help. My man needs not just blowjobs and sex. He needs emotional support. He needs love. As humans, we need love. It's a necessity, bro. Find one who loves you when you're low on your purpose, and she'll help you get back on your purpose instead of just leaving you. That's a good indication that she's not the one. It's a good indication, man. She cheats when the opportunity arises. She leaves you when you get low. It's a good indication she ain't the one, bro. That's all I got to say for now. Jay Lee Northwest Podcast.